Yes, I completely stole that intro from Impact Wrestling. Alright, so what's up, you hardcore motherfuckers? I actually didn't plan on doing a review this week because I'm so fucking tired. I had certain shit to deal with this week, but I thought, what the hell. It's gonna be a short review, like, all my reviews are short, but, anyways, we have some talking to go through. But yeah, so let's go through this. All right. The show starts off with Matt Hardy coming out. So Matt Hardy says he only has a handful of people he cares about: his beautiful wife Rebecca, his son Maxwell, Senior Benjamin, and his devotees. He says, there was one man I used to care about until that traitor betrayed me, and he is my absolute mule. And wants him inside the ring. So Matt Hardy tells Jeff Hardy to come out. So Jeff Hardy comes out. Then Matt says that Jeff only owns himself one purpose now, and is Matt his money-making mule. He sells merchandise. He earns payments that come through Matt, because Matt is everything Hardy, and that is all Jeff is here for. Then he says, but tonight Matt takes his next step in reclaiming the title of the world, and he does it by defeating EC3. And Jeff, his only job tonight is to ensure it happens. So then Jeff has something to say. Jeff said, if you're so great, your Senior Benjamin, call him Vanguard, something like that. He said, call him Vanguard. You don't need my help. Do it on your own. And then Matt says, I'm not asking for your help. I am commanding your solitude. You are mine. What is left of you, your intellectual property, is mine. My wife does not say no to me. Maxwell does not say no to me. Senior Benjamin does not say no to me. But then EC3 comes out. EC3 says, broken Matt, you knew I'd come. EC3 says nothing can stop him from kicking Matt his ass back to the Hardy house of horrors. Am I the only one that caught that? Did y'all see that? Did you see how Jeff Hardy looked at him when he said that? Did you caught that? He was like, because if you say Hardy house of Hardy horrors, that means basically Jeff Hardy, his wife as well. So. But you get it. It's a script. It's not serious. But I like the way Jeff kind of looked at him in a way like, the fuck did you just say? I caught that. But yeah. Then EC3 continues to say that this man is not Brother Nero. This man is Jeffrey Hardy. And then he kept on saying relevant creatures. So the crowd kind of said it too. And then he tells Jeff that he knows he has a difficult spot, but if he gets in the way, Jeff will have nothing but war between the two. Then Matt says he will eat him and his cats. Okay. I'm kinda lost here. Hold on a second. Why did I fucking flip? Sorry guys. Why did I fucking flip the whole... But yeah, so EC3 kind of challenges him because he had the match with Matt Hardy for the belt for Glory Play, and it had kind of playoffs, and it happened immediately. It was a good match. It was a really good match. Well, not really. It was just good, not boring, at least, because some of the matches are boring. Not in this show, but sometimes the matches can get boring. But that wasn't the case with this one. This was a really good match. I have really been putting EC3 over for the past couple of months or weeks because I'm not a fan of the guy, but I do give credit where it's due. I have been saying that he has been doing a lot more in the ring in terms of his skill set, in his work ethic, so that's good. That's a good thing. But I'm still not a fan. I don't think I will ever be a fan of the guy. I'm sorry. He just doesn't do it for me. There's still something about it that just doesn't. I'm trying, I'm trying to like him, but, But yeah, but during the match, Matt Hardy was biting the guy until blood came off. I don't think that was a blade. I think he really did bite him, holy shit. But yeah, it was definitely an entertaining match. But EC3 got the win. It wasn't really a clean finish though, because I think Robbie got involved. I don't know. I completely forgot, guys. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm not in a good mood. I wasn't even planning on doing this review, but yeah, EC3 got the win. Correct me if I'm wrong. But after the match, we had a backstage segment, real quick backstage segment with Madison, Ali, and Maria. Basically, Madison just telling Anna, asking Maria what she will do for her if she wins Gil Kim. After that, we had another backstage segment with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. So basically, Matt Hardy being all pissed, you know, telling Jeff that the things you love eventually die, and then you start to love something new. I'm guessing, I have a feeling they're gonna go with Jeff Hardy becoming this psychopath as well. Maybe not as Willow, but as like a similar character to Matt Hardy, which would be kind of lame. I think it would have been, if they're gonna go with that story, then it would have been best to just let him come out as Willow, because having be this like the same character Matt is just gonna be a little bit awkward and stupid and it doesn't really gonna make sense. So, but I have a feeling that that's the route they're going, you know, especially when he said you start to love something new. I think, you know, there's gonna be a different character development for Jeff Hardy, but I don't know, we'll see. After that, we had our second match, Gil Kim against Madison Rain. That was another okay match. It didn't bore me, because usually when Madison Rain is in a match, she kind of bores me, but it also depends with the person she's wrestling, and this time she was wrestling with Gil Kim, so you can see why the match wasn't boring, because Gil Kim can pretty much wrestle with like anybody, even if it's just a guy. Even if it were to be a guy, she can like work with anybody that's in the ring. That was a good match, but Gil Kim got the win. And if you've been watching my reviews for the past couple of weeks, then you will know that I've said that they shouldn't put any title on Gil Kim. You know, basically she shouldn't be winning anything. She should be putting the other girls over. But it kind of makes sense in this match that she won it, because if she were to lose, then she would never get a title shot again. You know, so I get it. I get why they made her win. So it's okay for this time, because you know, I really don't want her as champion at the moment. Okay, at the moment, she really needs to have the other girls kind of shine. I mean, like even Madison Rain hasn't really been shining the past few months and in the last 2 years. You know, the times where she was really the queen bee that we know, screaming, yelling, and doing all that shit, was like way back in 2012, 2013, the times where all these great wrestlers were still in the company with Sting and all that. But yeah, I really miss that character, though. I really miss that queen bee, you know. But hey, it's what it is, you know. After that, we had a outdoor segment with Bram and Rosemary. This one was really fucking freaky and weird, but I loved it because it was so fucking cryptic and dark. Basically, you know, this segment was about, you know, where they kind of told the story of how Rosemary became this psycho girl and whatever, you know. Then they show us where she was like normal without the face paint and all of that, and that she had like a cat that she loved, Fifi, I think its name was something like that, the stuffed animal cat. And then Fifi got sick, then she asked her mother to take care of the cat, but then when she got outside, she found Fifi dead in a garbage can, I think. So that's basically where the whole thing kind of started. She started losing her mind and all of that because she trusted her mother. And then she was up in a tree. Then she fell down, and then the tree was started talking to her, which is her like her little brother or something like that, Montgomery. So this tree kind of like persuades her into doing this and that and that. So I guess the tree made her become dark or whatever. But there was a second part, but we'll get to that later on. But I really liked it though. TNA, the only fucking company that does these interesting outdoor segments or even in-ring segments as far as this kind of stuff goes. You know, not even WWE or WWF back in the days had all that outdoor stuff. They had a few, but they were great, especially like the one with Stone Cold at Kurt Angle. Remember the one at the bridge where he threw the medallion the medal out of in the ocean, all of these great stuff. But TNA does it better though. They really know how to do these other segments and put it into writing and tell a story. So fuck all of you with your Riot Family segment because it failed. Okay, it failed. It got deleted. Okay. After that, we had another match: Moose versus some guy named David Starr. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think his name is David Starr. I don't know why they do this every time a new wrestler comes and he has to like have his first in-ring debut. Then they let him wrestle these rookies or someone like that's way below the card. I mean, you can at least you can't just have the guy wrestle a normal guy from the roster. You know, it doesn't really have to be a rookie. That only is gonna make him look weak in a way, but whatever. But yeah, Moose didn't do all that. Of course, it's his first in-ring match, so there's still a lot you have to see about this guy, which you will. But yeah, Moose obviously got the win, so that was that. Not that much to say about the match since it was a rookie he was wrestling. David Starr, I don't know. They haven't mentioned which promotion he is from, but I'm gonna check that out soon. This David Starr. But after the match, Mike Bennett, of course, had a few things to say. But while he was talking, Lashley came out. So as Mike tried to calm things down between the two, because you know Lashley and Moose had a beef, so they pretty much were gonna fight. But Mike tried to calm things down and amp things up by asking the crowd if Moose and Lashley is a match they want to see. So the crowd, of course, says yes, but Mike says it's not gonna happen right now because he has a Bound for Glory playoffs that he needs to do, and he needs Moose to focus because he's gonna need him to have his back during his match. So as Mike and Moose walk away, Lashley tells Moose that one of these days Mommy is gonna let him go out and play, but until then keep walking out like a little bitch. So of course Moose is pissed off. He walks to the ring, kind of teases that he's gonna fight him, but then again Mike Bennett calming him down, telling him, then he whispers something in his ear, so we'll get to see what that was later on. And then Lashley continues on with his promo. He says everybody wants what he has, the TNA World Heavyweight title, and I also have the X Division title, and a lot of guys want that too. What I want to do is own all the golds. So I'm guessing you want to be Knockouts champion too, right? Lashley, isn't that right? Knockouts champion, big black guy, dominant, women's champion. That's great. That's great. And that's how you dominate. If anyone wants to come out and try to stop me, they can try, because I'm here to destroy the entire roster. So DJC comes out. DJC tells him that he's not here to stop Lashley. He doesn't think there's anyone that can stop Lashley, but he is out here to fight Lashley. So DJC basically challenges him to a match, and then Lashley tells him he can choose any match he wants, and then DJC chooses for it to be a ladder match. Like I said in my last week's review, I have no idea what the fuck they're doing here with this whole X Division being a Lashley stuff. I get the whole he is a dominant wrestler in TNA right now, like he has this dominant character that he's the strongest, which he has been doing really great. Even when he first was in TNA, he's an even better heel right now. They have definitely succeeded into making him a really dominant wrestler, but I still can't accept this whole him having the X Division title, you know, because he got the win again, obviously. Because if DJC were to win, then he would probably cash it in right away to get a world title. So in a way, it sort of makes sense, but I'm still not really fond of this whole X Division being on Lashley, his rate stuff, you know. And this was DJC his only shot. So basically, he's another one that doesn't get another shot. So the question is, which X Division guy is gonna be the one to get the challenge now. And I'm guessing they're gonna set up another X division match where all the wrestlers are gonna have to wrestle for a number one contender spot. I don't know, man. This is just fucked up, but I guess it's fine. They know what they're doing because they have been doing good. TNA has been doing good for the past couple of months, so we'll just have to see. But I'm still not very fond of this. I still don't like this writing, though. After that, we get another Bram Rose segment. So this is the part where Rose talks about some guy, a Johnny, that she were to meet but didn't show up, so she started doing like this witchcraft and all that dark shit. This is not PG TNA, but you're not WWE, so we don't give a motherfucker about no fucking little kids seeing this. Which, by the way, there are little kids in TNA, but because it's TNA, we don't give a shit. You know, we are not sensitive asses, we are not cocksuckers. We don't have to care about no this and that. You know, we do things our motherfucking way. We do it the dark way. Alright. But yeah, she was doing witchcraft stuff just to make him come, and he eventually came. This Johnny guy eventually came, but Rosemary said that this wasn't so. As she was telling the story to Bram, for the record. So she tells Bram that the guy did show up, but he wasn't what she thought he was, because Johnny did something, you know, basically. And I'm guessing he touched her on the forbidden zone, you know, because the way the clip was showing where his hand was going, kind of like looked like he was teasing her, touching her. And I'm guessing, like, you know, that's kind of what she's trying to say. So Bram tells her that she doesn't need to worry, he doesn't want to hear all of that, that he's here for her now. So Rosemary takes him to the barn house, so to be continued. So I'm guessing next week we'll get the rest of the story. I think this is gonna be a really, really interesting story, like just like the whole Willow thing, the Matt Hardy, broken Matt Hardy segment, and all of that. So again, I really strongly think they are separating. They are gonna separate Rosemary from Decay. I can just see it. I think they're gonna go with a Rosemary and Bram couple thingy, stable or whatever, I don't know, but that's the route they're going. Because I don't know, this Bram being involved is the part I'm still trying to like get. I don't know why Bram is the one that has to be involved in this, but I'm guessing maybe because Bram is also kind of has a dark past and is this psycho monoculous or whatever, however Pope says it. But yeah, but I like it, man. I like it. I really like it, and this is really dark shit, and I like dark shit, you know, the gothic type shit. I do this because it's not gothic. Not everything that's dark is gothic, fuckers. Jeez, I hate it when people say things are gothic. They see a pentagram, it's gothic. They see dark stuff, it's gothic. I'm so getting tired to explain what gothic to people is. I'm so really fucking done, because it's not gothic. It's dark, but it's not gothic. But anyways, enough of me bitching. Let's just continue. After that, we had a fact of life segment. I'm gonna keep this real short because I have guitar practice later on, and I also wanna still need to watch Batman vs Superman and do a review of that as well. But so James Storm came out basically to ask him another shot, another chance into wrestling him for the King of the Mountain champion. King of the Mountain champion, and then Eli Drake tells him that if it means James Storm not coming out with the Bruiser Cruiser anymore, not hearing his theme music, him not drinking beer anymore, then he's in, you know. So James Storm, of course, accepted, and you knew shit was gonna go out of hand, because as James Storm was trying to walk away, Eli Drake tried to hit him with the belt. But of course, James Storm was fast enough to like not get hit, and they started brawling. But Eli Drake eventually got the upper hand, so that's how it ended. And that's just a fact of life, people. Okay. After that, we had the Monsters Ball match. I completely forgot that that there was gonna be a Monsters Ball match. That's how not so interested I was into the show nor doing this review, but I still watched though. Yeah, so we had a Monster Balls match. I don't think I have a lot to say about this. Both teams looked really strong. They used weapons, and speaking of weapons, this what do you call it? This barbed wire board is completely unnecessary. The reason why I say this is because if you look closely, they kind of like cut the nails, the pointy sharp, the sharp point, parts. They kind of cut it or either bend it so the wrestlers don't get really hurt. I mean, if you're gonna do that, then what's the point on having it in the ring? You know, so it's not really gonna do any damage. But I guess that's what. But I guess that's the point into clipping them or bending them for the wrestlers not to get really hurt. Because if that thing kind of nails you or gets a deep cut, you might get in trouble. You know, so I get it. But DK retained. I thought they were gonna like drop the titles for them this time, knowing that Rosemary isn't really part of the stable that much anymore because they're slowly kind of separating her. You would think they were gonna drop the titles to Bromance now, but they didn't. How many matches have these guys been having, Bromance and DK? I think 3 times now, and they still haven't. I don't know. Or they might drop it for the 2 French guys, maybe, I don't know, because, and speaking of those guys, we only have seen them like, what, 2 times? They need to like really give the other wrestlers some more TV time, Andrew Everett, same person. I think it's his turn now. I think they need to put the focus on Andrew Everett now as far as the X Division champion go, because he hasn't held the title yet, and he's a phenomenal wrestler, so my wish is for him to focus, to give the shot to Andrew Everett now as far as the X Division champion goes. And they need to give these 2 French guys, the new guys, more TV time, okay? Or else, what do you have them for, But yeah, DK got the win. After that, it's Mike Bennett versus Drew Galloway. Oy, oy, oy. So before the match started, Moose came out to attack Drew Galloway. I'm guessing that was all part of the plan. I'm guessing that was the thing that Mike whispered to Moose. Yeah, it was an okay match, But here's the thing. I think this is the only part of the show that I did not like. So while they were wrestling, the referee got hit, and you just knew something like that was gonna happen. So referee got hit. Moose came out again to attack Drew Galloway. Mike Bennett was making his attempt for the 3 count, but didn't get it. What happened next? EC3 came out to stop Moose. He got the upper hand. He got in the ring trying to stop Mike Bennett from using the candlestick into hitting Drew, but he got it off of him. So while EC2 was gonna hit Mike Bennett, he hit Drew Galloway instead. So I guess we're back at this whole bullshit with EC3 and Drew Galloway. You would think this whole stuff about EC3 purposely or not so purposely hitting Drew Galloway was like, you thought they were over that already. Like, why would you do this again? This is bad writing. We're back to square fucking one with Drew Galloway and EC3. So we're gonna get a lot of fucking talking and segments where Drew is gonna come out, do the same fucking promo again where he's pissed off because EC3 hit him, blah 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 blah. I don't know. That's just the only part about the show that I didn't like, but any other thing I liked because the matches weren't boring. None of the matches were boring. This match even wasn't boring. It was an okay match. It's just the finish that I didn't like. Because we're back to square one with EC3 and Drew Galloway. So probably the match between EC3 and Bennett, Drew Galloway will probably be the one that will ruin it for EC3. I'm guessing. I don't know. It might be wrong. But I really believe that they are gonna give this shot to Mike Bennett. I really believe that it's gonna be Mike Bennett against Lashley, knowing that Mike Bennett has been screwed over many times and all of that. So it would only make sense if they give Mike Bennett the shot now, and I really think they're gonna go with that, and they're gonna go back to the EC3 and Drew Galloway segments and fighting and blah blah blah. So that was about this review. It was a good show overall, though. It was a really good show. I would rate it like a 7.5 out of 10, though. But good stuff. It's just the finish I didn't like, and I'm still not really fond of this whole X Division strap being on Lashley. But hey, it's all good. You know, it's all good. So thank you for watching. If you have, man. Since I really didn't feel like doing one, but I did one either way. So yeah, see you next week for next week's review. Hopefully I'll be in the mood by then, which I think I will. But see you next time. Thanks for watching.